Hi, welcome to Tinfoil Handkerchief Tarot, where the energy never lies and the ancestors got jokes. This channel is for entertainment purposes, though tarot and oracle cards are great tools for reflection, clarity, and confirmation. With collective messages, if something comes out that doesn't resonate with you, the overall read probably isn't for you, though there may be messages within that are. The way I read cards is more about self-reflection rather than prediction, so while you may find some helpful insight, think of it more as the potential to preemptively heal aspects within self. Please keep an open mind and an honest perspective. This is a general collective oracle message. Okay, we've got Stargazer, set your sights higher, Direction Guardian, choose your path, Oracle, wait for important information, and Hunter, track down your fears and desires. It's really giving like not being sure or not being confident about something, or maybe like self-limiting beliefs. It feels like trying to explore a new path, but thinking about it smaller. It's like wanting something and not knowing which way to go, and wanting to move quickly but not having all of the information in order to do so. It could be learning too. Like it could be wanting to set out on a different path. Not necessarily that there's stuff that you don't know yet, but there's still things to explore before making a choice. Finding what it is that you really want. Like with the set your sights higher and then the track down your fears and desires. It's feeling like personal limitations, but you're on the right path. Like it could be that. You're on the right path, but there's more to explore kind of thing. And it can be just kind of like further exploration of the things that you already enjoy, but also thinking about the things that you're maybe fearful of that are preventing you from moving forward and taking the next steps that you need to take. That could be what the waiting for information is that those aspects within self should be introspected on to start, which will help you set your sights higher because you'll be more confident in yourself when you get over those fears, or when you like desires could just be things that you want, right? There are different kinds, but it could just be things that you like and enjoy, right? What is it that you are really hoping to achieve along your path? It's not necessarily wanting more, it's about wanting to do better, right? Are you striving for mediocrity, or are you looking to be really good at whatever it is that you're doing? Like, do you want to be the best you can along your path, or do you just want to be okay? But the waiting for important information, it could be like just in how you react to, instead of reacting quickly to something, are you looking at it from all perspectives kind of thing? Because there are multiple perspectives to a lot of things, right? There are a lot of possible outcomes. Are you looking at it from a perspective of fear? Are you looking at it as from a perspective of what you want? Or are you looking at it from the perspective of what could be in any situation, right? When you look at it from multiple angles, it helps you, it's like making an educated choice so that you're better able to choose the direction, right? And if you don't heal those aspects within yourself, you're just kind of like walking along the path, right? But if you heal those aspects in yourself, you're able to walk along that path with confidence. You're able to appreciate more on the way. You're able to see more things as opportunities, which is kind of like setting your sights higher, right? But like exploring how you feel about different circumstances from different angles of your own perspective kind of thing, to build the confidence, to truly understand how you feel about a certain situation so that you're able to move forward in a healthy, positive way, But again, the more confidence you build within yourself, the more confident you are walking along your path. That is like setting your sights higher, because you will be able to see more things as an opportunity rather than a blockage per se. It's also kind of like facing your fears and resisting temptation at the same time, but developing enough discernment that you know when to say yes to something or when to say no to something, kind of thing. And again, seeing things as opportunities rather than obstacles doesn't always make it easy, but when you see things more as opportunities, it's less mundane along your path, like your everyday life kind of thing, right? But you're also not so anxious about if something doesn't go entirely how you expect or how you would want it to. There's still opportunities to learn and grow within that, but it's also a conscious decision that you have to make as you're encountering different situations, right? Because some things, it's easy to get into a more negative mindset when you encounter a challenge if you don't heal that aspect within yourself, if you don't look at things as an opportunity. Again, sometimes it's hard to look at some of those things like opportunities. However, what is the best possible outcome, right? Like, are you only looking at the possible negative things that can happen, or are you thinking about how good things can be too? And if you use your discernment, you can make a more educated decision on which direction you want to take, but sometimes it's not going to be exactly what you want, and sometimes trying something new and sort of unknown is a little bit scary, right? Like, even if you're a little bit fearful, it doesn't have to mean that you're not confident in the decision that you make either, right? Some things are just a little like nerve-wracking, basically. If you feel confident in the decision that you're making, you feel a lot more confident even when you're not really sure how it's going to turn out, kind of thing. Because being afraid can also cause blockages within yourself. But if you're only thinking of it in terms of want, then there's still likely going to be a level of disappointment within that. Sometimes when you are sort of navigating through the middle portion of it, it can feel a little bit more daunting because like the road kind of seems longer, sort of thing. But you learn and you grow on the way, and it could take you to the destination, or the outcome could turn out much better than you expected it. But sometimes that requires more growth and internal introspection along the way. I feel like it's like overcoming fears with confidence. And sometimes within that, if you're trying something new, you're not going to necessarily like everything about it. Even if you're interested in that, even if you like that thing, say it's like a creative endeavor, right? You're not going to necessarily like everything, but sometimes there are layers to each path, and the shortcuts are maybe quicker to get to your destination, but you won't enjoy the journey as much, kind of thing. You won't be as, like, if you're afraid of the unknown, getting there quicker isn't necessarily the most beneficial thing, but being too afraid to even walk along that path isn't a good thing either, right? It's about moving ahead with like steady confidence, making steady progress, and learning as much as you can along the way, because you never know, it could bring you to somewhere really great. So that's what I've got. If you'd like to see more collective messages, please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to book a personal reading, check out my Etsy shop, or check out my other YouTube channel, Tinfoil Handkerchief Alignment. Until next time, keep the peace.